guys, my name's Alana. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Mental Health with Alana. If you're new here, please click the red subscribe button, give this video a thumbs up, and also press the bell notification for notifications of every time I post a video. I post videos every Friday. So for today's video, I wanted to do a video talking about addictions again. I have made a lot of videos on my channel, well, quite a few, maybe not a lot, quite a few videos on my channel talking about addictions and how I've had numerous addictions over the years and what like where I kind of was in my addiction journey. Now, I have made a video that went up already before this video. I'm not sure how, like, what date it went up, but in the video I did a long video talking about addictions in a lot more detail, and it was kind of talking about stigma and addictions, and especially when you have a mental illness and you also have an addiction, and how it's just really not talked about, and people are very judgmental when it comes to addictions and not very caring or considerate when someone is struggling. Now, in that video I did talk, I'm not going to go into the whole thing because if you want to know you can watch the video. I did talk about my progress when it came to kind of some of my progress when it came to some of my addictions. Now, since I made that video, I wasn't sure whether I wanted to post this or not because I felt kind of bad posting this video after I'd posted the other one, because I recently relapsed with smoking, and I felt like I had announced that I was about a month and a half clean from smoking, that I hadn't smoked for a month and a half, and I said that in that video. The reason why I decided to make this video saying that, because I could have just kept the video up and not said anything, but I felt like it wouldn't be very honest to me, and on my channel I like to be very open and honest about my struggles and what's going on at the time in my life. So I have recently kind of gone back to smoking. I don't really know how long this is going to go on for or what my plan is with it. I was doing really well with it for probably the first month. I was actually doing really well. I was having cravings and I was kind of having urges, but it wasn't as bad as what it's been within the last, like, I would say maybe 2 weeks, or not even 2 weeks, like the last week and a half. Basically, I just started getting, I don't know if this is like normal when it comes to addictions, like maybe at the beginning you can go really well and you're motivated and then things kind of slip a bit, but basically I was doing really well with it, and then I started getting the most intense like cravings, and it was like when it's like kind of when I get really bad self-harm urges and I push it away, I push it away. You know, to be fair with the smoking as well, like I did try to do things to prevent it. Like I tried to distract myself, I tried to, you know, look at my progress and go, you know, I made it this far or whatever. I told other people that I was having urges as well, so they knew. But it got to the point where I was just having such bad urges, cravings. I was literally dreaming about it. This happens a lot though with my addictions. I get like dreams. So in my dreams I'm either doing the addiction, or I'm trying to do it and people keep getting in the way of it. And I keep, in the dream, I get really frustrated because I keep trying to do something and then people keep interfering or getting in the way. I don't know if other people get this with addictions. I have no idea. This is what happens to me. It will come out in my dreams because I'm subconsciously and consciously thinking about it so much. So yeah, I ended up kind of relapsing with it, and I don't really have a plan as of 100% what I'm doing with it right now. I don't really know why no, I do. I think because I'm not, this is just my guess, I haven't seen my psychologist for a while because I was sick, so I had to cancel, so I need to talk to her about it and get her opinion. But from what I'm kind of been thinking, I feel like because within the last like maybe 2 months, I've literally stopped all of the coping mechanisms that I had that were negative, but that, you know, obviously were kind of helping me in a way, but they're obviously negative, you know, like self-harming. I was going, well, my eating disorder is another thing, but I was going well with my eating disorder in regards of like, I wasn't really, this is, maybe I should just talk about my eating disorder too, I don't know. This kind of has something to do with it. I'm just, my head's really like all over the place. I'm trying to figure out how to say all this. So I was going well, like with my eating disorder, it was going really well. I wasn't really skipping meals, I wasn't purging. I hadn't purged for ages. Well, I hadn't purged since I was like in hospital last time, but and then I wasn't smoking. I hadn't smoked for like a month and a half. I stopped vaping, so I wasn't vaping anymore. I hadn't self-harmed since I was in hospital. So all of these things I had managed to kind of stop, and I think the thing is that because I'm trying to learn how to live my life now without all of these negative coping mechanisms, and I kind of got rid of them all at the same time, and that's like a lot. That's a lot to try to stop and deal with. Like just one of them on its own is hard, and then you put all of them together and you just suddenly kind of stop all of them. And like with the smoking, like I went completely like cold turkey as well. I didn't even like reduce. Like in the past I think I had tried to reduce, but this time I just completely went like not like nothing at all. And so I think it kind of just got a bit like overwhelming, and I kind of felt like I needed something to, I don't know, like rely on. The thing that I'm struggling with, I suppose, with a lot of these things is that all of these behaviors started out like as a typical kind of coping mechanism for things in my life that I was struggling with. Mental health issues, you know, or whatever. And then because I got so addicted to them, it became more about just feeling kind of euphoric or feeling kind of buzzed or whatever you would call it. And because even my self-harm was doing that. It was giving me like because it gives you an endorphin rush, and so does purging. Purging actually does that too. And it gave me like this calming feeling and a sense of almost like a relief. And I've always struggled with feeling like I need something to rely on to make me feel better. And I like the feeling, and I said a lot of this in my other video, but I really like the feeling of feeling a little bit out of control and just, I don't know how else to describe it. It's odd, I don't know. It's a very complicated thing. It's got multiple reasons to it, and that's why I would get very frustrated with my self-harm, because I would self-harm and I was like, well, there was no reason. Like, there wouldn't be a reason to do it, and I would be like, why am I doing it? Like, this doesn't make much sense. And I think it came down to it gave me like an adrenaline rush, and it gave me like a kind of out of body, like, euphoric feeling, and that's what I liked about it. So I'm a little bit stuck, to be honest, at what I'm meant to do. Because, I mean, I've been going great with self-harm. I actually haven't been having any urges, which is good. I have purged, like, a little bit, but, you know, I feel like it's not, like, out of control or anything. I think it's just a bit unrealistic for me to kind of put an expectation on myself that I'm never gonna do any of these things ever again. So for me, saying I'm gonna stop this behavior now for the rest of my life, like, it's really hard to say that, because I have said that about things in the past, and obviously with the smoking, and then it happens again. But then I'm also kind of like, well, relapse is part of recovery, and as long as I kind of don't let this just go on and on, that's the problem. I can't let it now go on and on. But yeah, it's like really hard. I don't really know what the point of this video was. I suppose I kind of just wanted to say that because I felt like, because I made that other video and I was going well in that video, and I don't really know what changed. I just missed that feeling, I suppose. And so yeah, I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't been able, unfortunately, to be able to talk to my psychologist about any of this because, yeah, I was sick. Still kind of sick. It's been like a week. And I know it's possible to permanently stop these things. I do know that. I know that. Like, I've seen people do it. My friend Lydia, who I'm friends with, who lives in the UK, her channel is called Diary of Lydia. Like, she's like, I think almost 2 years like self-harm clean. So like, I know like that you can do it. And I know people who've quit smoking permanently. I've known people who've completely recovered from their eating disorder. You know, but I think once you've had those addictions, the temptation's always going to be there. I don't think it ever really goes away. I think it's just more about how you manage it, which is what I'm kind of struggling to do at the moment. And I have a really bad problem with just wanting to do something right now. Like, I'm very impulsive, like so impulsive. that if I want something, I want to do it now. And I will do everything to make things happen. Like, I'm so stubborn that, and just, if I want something, I will make it happen. I will go after it. Like, I'm like that, and that can be used in good ways, but unfortunately, when it's come to addictions, it's been used, that has been used in a bad way. I just feel bad, like, I feel a little bit bad in this video that I'm not here to say, like, yeah, I relapsed and now I'm back on track, like, because I'm not on track. And I haven't made my mind up about what I want to do. I just don't know. If anyone has had any issues with these things and have overcome it, like, please comment down below of what you've done, or reach out to me on my Instagram, because I'm kind of struggling at the moment, and it's really only been in the past week. I think what my mom ended up saying to me was that she thinks that I'm still relying on these behaviors and going back to these things because I'm not happy with where my life is right now, and there's all these things that I want to do that I can't do, and I've tried and tried to open the doors and it's just not working, and there's just one barricade after another, and I'm so over it, and I feel like I've just lost so much of my life to being mentally ill and spending, literally, if I added it up, it would be ridiculous amounts of time in hospital. And I'm sick of being even on medication, and I'm sick of having, like, not being able to work enough to move out. Like, I want to move out really desperately, like, literally, like, so bad. Been wanting to move out for 2 years, and when I got out of hospital this time, I was like adamant I'm moving out, but it just isn't possible because I don't have the income for it. And with the price of housing at the moment is through the roof, the cost of living is so bad, I'm struggling to just meet my basic bills and needs. You know, if I didn't live at home, I would literally be homeless. Like, you know, and so that isn't working out. You know, I'm just kind of upset with, I didn't think that my life would turn out like this. I did not expect any of this, which I know no one does, but it just, and I don't ever say this, but it just sucks, and it is unfair that I have been unfortunate enough to have all these mental illnesses and disabilities that just make my life so much harder than everybody else. And I never like to say that because I don't want to ever come across as like whinging or wanting sympathy, but like, honestly, it's hard, I'm not gonna lie. You know, and I try to be positive, I try to work things out, but it just doesn't work out. And now I'm like, well, do I push myself and try to get a job? Am I well enough to do that physically and mentally? Like, I don't really know. I want to go traveling. Everything comes down to money. I just don't have the money. I want to go traveling so bad. I want to go to other countries. I want to move out and have my own place so bad. I thought I would have a partner by now, you know, and all of my friends are kind of getting married and having children, and I want to have a baby and get married and do all these things, and I thought that would have happened maybe by now, and it hasn't, and there's nothing so far. There's no one around so far that, you know, as a potential partner. And I've tried to find, you know, people, and it's never worked. Where I live as well just doesn't know. Oh, that's another thing. I hate where I live. I don't like it at all. I really want to move to Brisbane so badly. That's where I want to live. I just want to get out of this town. I hate it. And I want to go to concerts all the time and festivals and go to art galleries and, you know, do fun things and go out with friends and have some drinks and go dancing and, you know, do all these things. Like, I just want to go have fun. Like, that's what I just feel like doing. I just want to go have fun and, like, just forget about things and just go have fun. But I don't have, and I really don't have many friends, and I have tried to make friends, and again, it's been hard, you know, and then the friends I do have are kind of moving on with their lives, and I'm kind of left behind. And so, like, it's the point is to all of that is that I'm just not happy with anything in my life, and I don't have anything to kind of hold on to give me some sort of hope that things could change. And I'm not saying like I'm suicidal or anything. I'm just saying that, like, I'm getting frustrated and impatient because I've been waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting for stuff to change, and things are just not changing. And I've tried to change it with my own power, and it's just not working. It doesn't work. Because of these reasons, like my mum was saying that she thinks that's why I've been leaning on all these coping mechanisms, is because I need something to make me feel, you know, like better. And because nothing else is working out in my life, these things, they give me, even though they're negative, they give me like something to focus on, and they make me feel better. And it's like, well, I don't have anything else, you know, I don't really have anything to use as motivation to stop these behaviors. And I know it's like probably obvious, like, oh, well, you should stop it for your own health and stuff like that. But like, unfortunately, that just isn't a motivating factor, to be blunt. Like, I've never cared about my body very much. I've always hated it, really. You know, so it's like that doesn't really motivate me, and I just don't have anything to look forward to or to motivate me. And yeah, don't know. Anyway, I'll wrap up the video after me just complaining for like 10 minutes. I'm sorry. I don't really do these type of videos, but I want to be honest with where I'm at. This is how I've been feeling. This is what's been going on, and I don't have any answers. I don't have any advice. I try to do like educational advice videos, but this, honestly, I don't have advice. I don't have anything I can say. So yeah, hopefully next year some things will finally change. I'm determined to move out, so there's gotta be a way to make it work. I think I just need help with it, because I've been just trying to do it on my own. I need somebody else who knows about this stuff to try to help me. So yeah. Anyway, thank you guys for listening and for watching, and I don't know what video is going up next, because I've got a lot of videos filmed at the moment, but I haven't really like uploaded them and scheduled them yet. So, but I do have more stuff coming, so I'm kind of back on track with YouTube, which is good. Because YouTube does make me happy. One of the few things that does make me happy. I really do like doing YouTube, and I love making videos and editing and everything. So yeah, thank you guys for listening and for watching. Yeah, it really means a lot to me. So yeah, thank you, and I'll see you in my next video.